The 2015-16 season had the potential to be an absolute disaster for Real Madrid, and for a long time it looked like that would be the case. In the summer of 2015, Rafa Benitez took over from Carlo Ancelotti, an extremely unpopular decision that didn't go down well with the fans or the players. For those reasons, and others, Benitez's Madrid performed poorly with Rafa at the helm, and the Spaniard was sacked midway through the season. Castilla manager Zinedine Zidane took over and led a resurgence, which raised the spirits of everyone at the club until the first leg of the Champions League quarterfinals. What should have been a fairly straightforward tie against Wolfsburg, who were mediocre in the Bundesliga at the time, turned into a nightmare. Madrid were thoroughly outplayed and lost 2-0 in Germany, creating a massive obstacle to overcome at the Bernabeu. In the return leg, Zidane lined up his strongest 11 in a 4-3-3 formation. Cristiano Ronaldo, Karim Benzema, and Gareth Bale formed the attacking trident, ahead of the familiar Toni Kroos, Casemiro, Luka Modric midfield. Understanding that his job and the fate of Real Madrid's season depended on this match, Zidane asked his men to play with incredible intensity. On offense, Real Madrid were extremely fluid. Modric and Kroos shifted vertically, while Casemiro roamed upfield. Modric, in particular, wouldn't stop moving and gave Wolfsburg's defense all sorts of nightmares with his ball carrying and positioning off the ball. Casemiro's odd role, which would come to be a regular feature in Zidane's Real Madrid, did hinder his team's play through the center, however, and Madrid's passes were mainly aimed toward wide areas. Ronaldo, Benzema, and Bale replicated the fluidity seen in midfield by constantly swapping positions and trying to connect with each other in the half spaces. Ronaldo's role was particularly positionless, as he often drifted into the center forward position and moved right to connect with Bale. When they lost possession, Madrid engaged in furious counterpressing. It was effective despite their free-roaming structure due to the commitment and energy from the team. Ronaldo, Bale, and Benzema would sometimes cover half the width of the field in order to pressure the man on the ball, while Modric and Kroos bust a gut to cover near passing options. This is also where Casemiro's higher position in possession became useful, as the Brazilian was well positioned to make defensive interventions in areas high up the pitch, while covering for teammates scurrying back into position. Madrid translated that energy to things as simple as defensive throw-ins, which led to an interception in the 16th minute. Carvajal burst through the middle, regained the ball, and played a deflected cross into the box, which Ronaldo converted. A minute later, Madrid won a corner, and Ronaldo scored another. After half an hour or so, the intensity inevitably died down as Zidane's men became tired. Zidane recognized this and asked his team to drop into a 4-4-2 medium block that protected the 2-0 lead going into halftime. Real Madrid were unable to sufficiently regain their energy in the second half, and their offensive play suffered as a result. They only managed 3 shots until the 76th minute, all from corners. It looked like Madrid were finally exhausted, out of ideas, and were running out of steam. The team desperately needed a hero. Up stepped Cristiano Ronaldo. 31 minutes into the second half, he slung a free kick through a hole in Wolfsburg's wall. The Bernabeu erupted, and Real Madrid cruised from that point on. Wolfsburg tried desperately to mount an offensive surge, but they failed to manage a shot as Real kept their defensive shape and flooded forward on the counterattack. The post-match coverage focused on Ronaldo's exploits and praised Zidane for his tactics and ability to motivate the team. After breaking through a barrier that only 2 other teams had overcome in Champions League history, it seemed that the future was bright for the young coach and his team. But even the most optimistic of fans could not have imagined just how bright it would be. Thanks for watching this week's School of Real Madrid video. If you like our work, please consider supporting us through our Patreon, and be sure to follow us on all our social media channels.